Hello?
Hi, Escalante.
Yes, sir.
Escalante Lundy, this is the Rob and Slim Show. We are calling you live right now.
Oh, how you doing? I'm glad to be on.
Great to have you on. You're an actor and a producer from LA, correct?
No, I'm from Louisiana, not LA.
Oh,
Not LA,
that's what I saw Louisiana, and then it's a comma LA. I didn't know if there was a city in LA named Louisiana.
No, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh, okay. Is that where you are right now, or are you in LA?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I'm in Los. I was in Los. No, I'm in New Orleans right now.
Okay. Cool. Gotcha. And you are most known for your role as Big Fred in Django Unchained.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I am. 6 years going strong.
Yeah, man. That was, if anybody doesn't know, you were the Mandingo fighter that was in the fight in the parlor and killed the other guy. And that was just such a strong scene, man. It was kind of hard to watch at times.
Yeah, that is a tough scene. Like,
Yeah, I've heard that, and then the funny thing is, that's the rated G version of the scene. We shot that scene for 2 weeks, and it's a lot more than what was shown on the screen. So, yeah, it was a tough scene to do.
Especially that it went that long of a filming. Was it really demanding on you as an actor?
Well, I worked for 3 months on that film, and it's the longest I've ever worked on one project, because I would say probably 40% of the movie 40% of the scenes that we shot were probably cut or not shot at all.
Wow.
So yeah, it was demanding. As for that scene was demanding because, like I said, that fight scene took 2 weeks, and there was other scenes that I did that didn't make the final edit.
Wow.
But it's the best film experience I ever had in my life. So I'm very appreciative of it.
Just the cast and just I would think working with Quentin would be amazing.
Yeah. The Quentin is it's like he's almost bigger than life because when he's on the set, he's the star.
Yes.
Because everybody could be replaced except him. So yeah, he's amazing. Yeah.
I was just curious to like what caused that scene to take as long as it did to shoot.
Well, he shoots a lot. That's the bottom line. He shoots a lot on every scene.
Just to get the best.
So it's more of a like
result.
He's just not happy right away. Like he's just like, no, we got to do it again.
Again, but the difference, he shoots every conceivable angle that you can think of.
Oh.
And also the distances he shoots, the master, and he comes in closer in increments, and he shoots different angles from those increments. So you may shoot a scene and he never shoots a whole scene at once. He'll shoot parts of it, so you may do a scene 100 times easy.
Wow.
That particular fight scene, it was a 2 rounds fight, so you don't see the part in the corners, and it was much more bloodier than he shows. You just don't see the whole thing. And there was other scenes like in the film actually get killed in the movie, but they cut that scene out. There's a lot of other scenes that other actors did that got cut. They could actually made 2 movies.
Wow.
But he just shoots a lot because he doesn't, he doesn't want to miss anything, and he probably has a vision that's so encompassing. He shoots everything he thinks about, and then eventually you have to get it down to be able to watch. But he just shoots a lot.
Does anyone ever get mad at him? Is anybody like, Quentin, the 45th take was fucking fine. We don't have to do it again.
Well, the studio probably does because it costs money. Every day you're on that set, you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I remember when I met Harvey Weinstein. I think the film originally cost $90 million, and we actually spent $100 million. So he was shooting a lot, and I remember Harvey coming on set one day, and the reason I heard was because they were starting to go over budget.
Yeah.
So, but when you're in his position, he just wants to shoot what he wants to shoot. But if you're the studio, you're looking at it from a financial position.
Yeah.
But I think they made their money back a few times over. I think they should be okay.
I think so. I was going to ask you too, just as being in the time we are now, and that being such a strong movie, do you ever think we'll see another movie like that made?
Good question. A good question.
Yeah.
I don't know, because the thing that he was able to do, like if you saw 12 Years of a Slave compared to that movie, the main difference was the humor.
Yes,
To be able
there
to do
was
a movie,
humor. Yes,
yeah, a
it was
movie
just-
with that. You can make a movie that shows the realism and atrocities and slavery. And there's no nice way to do a slave movie. Or you can just do a comedy about slavery.
Yeah.
But to infuse comedy in a movie about the reality of a period of time like that, I think that's the uniqueness of it.
I felt weird. I was in the theater watching it at the time, and I didn't know if I should even laugh at the humor. And then a black couple in front of me were laughing, and I'm like, okay, cool. Because my instinct was to laugh, but I'm like, I don't know. Is this something I should be laughing at? And I
think that's the reason why people can watch it, because I've watched 12 Years of a Slave a couple of times, but I watch certain scenes I can't watch, and other scenes, most of it I can. Whereas Django, even though there's not a lot of, there's a few scenes that are pretty, but the humor kind of I guess it kind of balances it out a little bit, where you're able to digest it a little easier than if it was just a purely documentary style about slavery.
Yeah.
So I think because of the way that he kind of crosses that humor and drama, he kind of weaves it together. It makes it a little more palatable.
It's almost like weird to say, but almost like a superhero film, right?
Exactly. It's like, I guess that's the other part, because you got this person that's basically at the bottom rung of society and moves up and becomes the hero at the end.
Yeah.
So it's just a twist.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things in the movie that's very unique.
Yeah.
That's intriguing to you. So I guess the plot in a way overcompensates to I guess the landscape of the movie.
Yeah, I agree. Escalante, I know we have a lot of things to cover. I wanted to ask you too. Is it true that you only started acting because you were a producer and an actor didn't show up one day?
Yeah, that was. I used to live in Sacramento. I was working for the Department of Transportation, because my background is in urban planning and geographic information systems, and I was a licensed real estate agent in California when I lived in Sacramento. And I had a friend that's in the industry introduced me to producing, because she used to work for Oprah and CBS and Warner Brothers, and because I was a project manager. And she said that's basically what a producer is, which is just make sure the project gets done. And I said, okay, I'll listen. And I read books, but it was just, in my world, 1 + 1 = 2. But in the entertainment industry, 1 + 1 could equal 10 or -10. There's no formula.
Yeah.
You never know if a project is going to be successful or not, no matter who's in it, what the project is about, where, the entertainment is extremely subjective. And so for that reason, and I didn't really understand, I told her no. Then I met another couple that was friends with my brother, and they were in the entertainment industry, and they say the same thing: you would be a good producer. So in the course of producing a play, 2 days before the play was set to show, they called me and they said they needed me in the play. And I'm thinking, they need me behind stage, helping out, whatever.
Yeah.
So they needed me in the play as an actor. And I'm like, that was so foreign to me. It's like you go to Walmart tomorrow and pick the guy stacking shelves. Oh, man, I want you to be an actor. And that's basically what they did. And the only reason I agreed to it was because they couldn't find anybody that fit the description of the character in that short period of time, and then I was part of the production team, so and I'm about being an athlete and playing sports. You do what the team needs at the time. If I'm playing a certain position, sometimes I have to play another position because it's needed. So I agreed to it. So I fly down to LA. This was like the week before the 4th of July, the weekend before the 4th of July. This was 2005.
Wow.
And so, he's telling me, just another thing I agreed, no lines. Take all my lines. I'm not saying a word. I said, okay. So I'm already scared to death. I had never been in a play before. I think I was in one play when I was in 7th grade, but that doesn't really count. So I get down there. They tell me, read the stage instruction. Just basically followed the antagonist, the villain's right-hand man. So I just follow him. So he goes, you just stand here, he goes, and I have to point my gun at somebody at the end, and there's some action I have to do, but there's no line. So during the course of the play, halfway in, I'm up here, I'm listening to these people talk to each other, and the play starts to become like it's not a play anymore. It's kind of like it's something that's actually going on. And I start to feel, you know what, I could say something. It can't be that bad. Little do I know if I would have said something, it would have been awful. But, I just, in my mind, I was saying, it's not that bad. Yeah. So the play goes off. They say, you look good. You got good presence. You got to think about being an actor. And I said, no actor. So, but I did do another play and I did another film, but same thing, no lines.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Then Katrina happened. So now it's 2000. I went back home to help my family. I was 2006. And then that whole year, I just kept thinking about acting. I couldn't get it
out of your system.
Yeah, and so I went to, I had a friend of mine that has a theater. So I started going to see plays. And I'm looking at these guys up here talking for hours. And I'm like, how do you do that? So I said, look, to myself, I'm going to go for lessons. Maybe I'll do a play or two, and then I'll decide if there's something I want to do. Yeah. So I go for lessons, and he tells me, take this monologue home, come back whenever you want, and do it, perform it. So I come back in about 2 weeks, and I do it like 5 or 6 times. He just looks at me and says, I'll let you know if I'm in my class. I know it was bad. But I know now it was awful. So about a week later, this is December, the beginning of December, it's 2006. And he said, come in, I got a part I want you to read for. No problems. I come to the theater, and I think it's a little small part, probably a scene or two. Then I asked him, what is the name of the play? He said, The Papaya Man. So what part you want me to play? The Papaya Man. I say, hold up. If your name is the name of the play, that's not a small part. You're going to be on stage a lot with a lot of lines.
That's everything. Yeah.
Hey, he gave me the male lead in the play. I'm like, what? I have 1 day experience in acting. And I'm like, and I want to say no because I know I'm not ready, but I'm saying that, just if you don't do it, you're going to be wondering if you could have done it. So I said yes. I show up the next day for rehearsals. I come out, my first line is good afternoon. I don't know how I said it, but it was so bad, he told me I sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, I went out, came back again, like about 5 or 6 times. And so I said, you know what? You need to get somebody as an actor. I'll still come every day, do whatever you need, but you need an actor, and I can learn, and then maybe the next play I'll do. He said, okay. I come back the next day. He said, you know what? You get your butt back up there. And 30 days later, good afternoon. And that's how I got started.
Cool.
That was January. It was the first weekend after the first weekend in January. That's my 2007 when my acting career started. So it's 11 years now.
Wow! Congratulations. I want to talk to you too, Escalante, about the current movie you've been in, Attack of the Southern Fried Zombies.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
You played Ed Nelson. I want to ask you what that character in the movie was.
Ed is like the reluctant hero. Ed is a guy, he believes in he's a man's man. He's responsible. He does what he's supposed to do. He takes care of his family. He believes in the golden rule. He always depend on Ed. He tries to do the right thing, even if it's a sacrifice and the detriment to himself. But if it's for a better purpose or greater purpose, he's all in. That's pretty much who Ed is.
I don't think Ed would survive in a zombie apocalypse. I think you got to kind of be a little dirtier to to get by in the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, did you see the movie?
I did not, but I saw, I checked out the trailer, it looked great, I saw a couple clips, and I got the press release.
I don't want to give the ending away, but if you see it, then you'll understand who Ed is if you see the end of the movie.
I was going to ask you, did Ed turn, or did Ed make it? Or should I not ask that?
No, I'll let you see the end of the movie. Then everything I'm telling you understand. Oh, and I understand what he's saying.
Okay. And just sum up the movie. It's about a plant, I guess, a pesticide that was used to kill a plant that got into the food stream.
Yeah.
And turned everyone to zombies.
Yes, it's a kudzu plant that grows in the south. Mostly, I think it's imported from Japan, and it grows in the south a lot. It's like a vine-like plant. It just grows. And the story is about a community that has a fair every year. And Ed is he sells meat pies, and the meat pies eat the kudzu plant, and then Ed uses the goat. The goat eats the kudzu plant, and Ed uses goats to make his meat pies.
Oh, okay.
And there's a company, a scientific company, that's hired to try to stop the infestation of this kudzu plant. So they come up with this chemical, basically to stop the growth of the plant. And what the chemicals affect the plant in a way that if you eat it, which the goats eat it, and if you eat the goats, then you're affected in a certain way.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's basically how the movie starts.
That's
cool.
awesome, and that's scary because that's like something where like that could happen, or like how do we know that scientists aren't just gonna fuck up with something like that?
Form of mad cow's disease gets out there.
Yeah. And I was gonna say too.
That could happen today. Ebola, salmonella, whatever.
Yeah.
It could happen. But yeah, so it's so that's basically what happens, and catastrophe strikes, and Ed and his crew are off to save the world in a way.
Nice. And it's not a comedy. It's not a comedy, right? But it's. I read that it's comedic and gory. Like it's a good blend. It was not
intended to be a comedy at all.
Okay.
It was. Even when we shot it, there was it wasn't a thing of comedy, but it. There was a lot of unexpected laughs, so it became a comedy. It became comedic. I wouldn't say it's a comedy, but it's very comedic.
Okay, yeah, that's what it said. I read it said the characters have stuff that's funny, but it's not a comedy. Like there's situations. It's not a comedy.
Funny. Yeah, I think because there was just a lot of magical moments. Sometimes when you're on a set, things just happen.
Yeah.
Things just happen. I think because of the crew and because of the town and because of the cast, a lot of things happened that we didn't expect because the chemistry was extremely strong. It was almost like the whole production company felt more like a family atmosphere. So people felt very comfortable. There was nothing, you didn't feel like you was constrained in any way. So people were able to just be. And that allowed a lot of things to happen that may not have normally happened. So it just turned out a lot of, like I said before, a lot of magical moments unexpectedly happened that we didn't expect to happen. And it turned out more entertaining than I anticipated.
Wow, that's awesome. That's a great endorsement for just to hear you say that. That's an amazing endorsement. I wanted to ask you, what was one of your favorite things about filming the movie?
Probably the people, the cast and crew, because it was in a small town, Charleston, Mississippi. I think it's near where Morgan Freeman was born. But it's a very small town. Now, if anybody knows me, know I love food. So the best thing for me was this restaurant called Mama Lou's, because it was like. This lady, her name was actually called the Mama Lou. She was like in the 70s. Man, it was the best food I ever tasted in a long time. I mean, every day we would go there. Because there was a few restaurants, but we would go to one for a couple of days, and then another one. But then we found this one. Every day, you talk fried chicken, ribs, fish, greens, sweet potatoes, baked macaroni, cobbler. I mean, every day, all you can eat. I was on set, and the only we thought about when are we finished shooting so we can go to Mama Lou's.
We gotta get there, yeah.
My favorite, next to the meeting, the cast and the crew, that was probably my favorite part of the whole shoot.
Oh, that's amazing.
Making me hungry right now.
I know. I'm starving right now. So good, so good. Oh man. What I was gonna ask too. You said it did. It filmed there. I was gonna ask if it filmed in Mississippi.
Yeah, Charleston, Mississippi. It's a small town. I would say probably maybe 5,000 people. Very nice people, and they were. And the thing about it, a lot of people to participate because we had to have zombies in the movie.
Oh yeah.
So they were like lined up to be zombies. I mean, from the smallest child to the oldest adult. They were lined up to be zombies, and we also had some musicians play. It was a whole community participation project.
That's awesome.
And so that's the best thing. You know, when you get a community behind you, you know, and I'm sure they were excited about seeing themselves because most of the folks there had never been part of a production, film production in their life. And that kind of be the only time, and to see that they were, you know, just to see the joy on their face, to be even asked to be part of it and to actually it come through where they got to see themselves on a big screen. So that was a wonderful moment.
That is amazing. And it's currently available everywhere online, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask too.
Anywhere that you get your online entertainment, look for Southern Fried Zombies.
Nice. So we have to wrap this up, Escalante. But it has been an honor and a great time talking to you. Where can everybody find you, and where can everybody find Attack of the Southern Fried Zombies?
Well, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I have a webpage, which is my name, www.escalantelundy.com. And Southern Fried Zombies is on Amazon, iTunes, and anywhere else that you can find it. Anywhere else that because people use different avenues for entertainment, so I think it's everywhere.
Yeah, I saw it was pretty much on all the video on demand spots.
Yeah, all the video demands, it's out there. So if you have 2 hours to laugh and have a good time with your family, check out Southern Fried Zombies.
Awesome. Thank you so much for talking to us.
You're welcome, gentlemen. You're welcome.
Have a great night.
Have a good one, man.
You also. Have a good day. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye, Escalante.
That was amazing. Wow.
Such a great interview. Yeah, and I rewatched the Django scene last night, and it was just like, wow, just such a
so interesting to hear that.
scene.
That's what Quentin does.
I love that. He don't care. Fuck you. I'm running this
I'm shooting
another million up. I don't give a shit. I'll get what I want.
But
that's smart because he has all these options to choose from and can really craft this perfect picture.
What were you saying,
great.
Samba?
But one of the scenes that really... Oh, shit.
Robin Slim Show.
Hey, Robin Slim.
Is this Ann?
Yes, it is.
Ann and Dan, can you guys hold on or call back in like 5 minutes? It's up to you guys. If you want to hold, it's fine.
We can hold. We have no problem holding.
Awesome. All right. You'll probably hear music and you'll hear Slambo humming and all that good stuff. But we
like humming. Dan hums all the time. I won't tell you what he hums on, but okay.
We will talk to you guys in a few, okay?
Okay.